Cornelissen. And now for the ECR, 1 minute for Mr. Tannock.
President, it's hard to imagine that just 14 years ago the cities of Serbia were being bombed by NATO jets and there was a dictator in power. It seemed unthinkable then that Serbia would so quickly be transformed into a stable, prosperous democracy, and now with candidate status to join the European Union. But we can all celebrate that this has come to pass so quickly. This is not to say that Serbia does not still have a lot of work to do in the domestic arena. Concerns remain in particular over corruption and the rule of law, and particularly the abuse of Article 359, as my colleague György Schöpflin has mentioned. Internationally, Serbia has nevertheless made great progress in building friendships with its neighbours, but the relationship with Croatia is still far from ideal. And it is regrettable that Prime Minister Dačić is so far unable to reach an agreement with Prime Minister Thaçi of Kosovo, despite many months of Baroness Ashton's laudable EU-sponsored dialogue. Finally, I encourage Serbia to continue its work in bringing war criminals to justice and in assisting the victims of the war. There is therefore much to welcome in Serbia's accession process, but I look forward to seeing far more progress in future when it eventually opens the negotiations in the relevant chapters and finally settles the whole status situation and relationship with its neighbouring Kosovo. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tannock. And now, on behalf of the EFD, Mr. Salavrakos.
Thank you, President. The Western Balkans countries are moving towards European integration.